The Panama Canal, one of the greatest engineering feats in human history, has always been more than just a waterway. It's a symbol of power, a trigger for conflict, and a prize fought over by nations. And now, over a century after its completion, it's making headlines once again. Could the canal, a vital artery of global trade, become the center of a new geopolitical tug-of-war? Let's dive into the history, the controversy, and the unexpected modern-day drama surrounding this monumental achievement. Let's start at the beginning. Before the canal, ships traveling between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans faced a dangerous and time-consuming journey. They had to sail nearly 8,000 miles around Cape Horn at the southern tip of South America, a treacherous route plagued by fierce winds, deadly currents, and unpredictable weather. This wasn't only a logistical challenge, it was a life-or-death gamble. The idea of a canal cutting through the Isthmus of Panama was first imagined by explorers in the 1500s, but the dream didn't take shape until the late 19th century. That's when the French, led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, the engineer behind the US Canal, attempted to build a sea-level canal through Panama. But this dream quickly turned into a nightmare. Tropical diseases like malaria and yellow fever, combined with landslides and financial ruin, brought the project to a tragic halt. By the time the French gave up, more than 20,000 workers had lost their lives, and their excavations were abandoned. The French failure left the canal project unfinished until the United States stepped in under the leadership of President Theodore Roosevelt. But even that wasn't straightforward. In 1903, the U.S. negotiated the Hay-Haran Treaty with Colombia, which controlled Panama at the time. The treaty would have granted the U.S. rights to build the canal, but Colombia's Senate rejected it, seeking better terms. Frustrated, Roosevelt turned to Panamanian independence leader, supporting their efforts to break free from Colombia. Just months later, Panama declared its independence, with U.S. warships strategically positioned offshore to deter Colombian interference. Shortly after, the U.S. signed a new treaty with the newly independent Panama, paving the way for construction and securing Roosevelt's place in history as a champion of the canal. With the groundwork secured, construction officially began in 1904 during Roosevelt's presidency. Instead of trying to build a sea-level canal like the French, American engineers designed a system of locks to lift and lower ships over Panama's rugged terrain. Armed with new medical advances to combat diseases and sheer determination, the U.S. completed the canal in 1914 under Woodrow Wilson, just as World War I began. The Panama Canal was no longer a dream. It was a reality, revolutionizing global trade by saving ships weeks of travel and thousands of miles. But the canal story doesn't end there. For decades, it was controlled by the United States, creating resentment among Panamanians who felt the canal and the land surrounding it rightfully belonged to them. This tension led to nationalist movements and eventually the Torrijos-Carter Treaties of the 1970s. Signed by President Jimmy Carter and the Panamanian leader Omar Torrijos in 1977, the treaties promised the canal's transfer to Panama by 1999. And that handover marked a historic moment for Panama, symbolizing sovereignty and independence. Fast forward to today, and the Panama Canal is back on the news. Recently, U.S. President Donald Trump suggested that the United States should reclaim control of the canal, citing concerns about rising fees and its strategic importance. These remarks have reignited debates over the canal's history, sovereignty, and its role in global geopolitics. For Panama, the canal is more than just a trade route. It's a source of national pride, a testament to resilience, and proof that the nation can reclaim control of its destiny. But Trump's comments remind us that this engineering marvel isn't just a historical relic. It's a vital lifeline of the global economy and a focal point for modern-day power struggles. So what do you think? Should the control of the Panama Canal ever be revisited, or does it belong solely to Panama? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that connect the past to today's headlines. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you learned some.